Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's a girl here, Risa. If you're a returning subscriber, you are warmly welcome. I really appreciate you. If you are new here, don't make this your last time chancing upon this video. So you can stay, enjoy this lovely. I appreciate you too. Forward into today's video, we are gonna be discussing what toxic friendship is, what bad friends are. You and I, all of us, we all have them, but sometimes you don't really pay attention or focus on this kind of traits and behaviors that can be really affect us in the long term. So yeah, let's quickly dive into the strategies and how we can deal with this toxic friendship. But before then, we are going to be doing this alongside like getting ready with me all my new makeup products I purchased from the China Wobbies. I know the word China Wobbies is fake, but hey, I did a bit of testing and these products were sort of good, so I want to show them to you while we do our get ready. Plus, discussing this toxic friendship, there are a couple of things or red flags, signs to notice or consider to know that you are in a toxic relationship with someone. You know, some friends can be more than a family, you know, so you can meet someone and within a couple of days this person is nice, more or less like it is, but the disappointment hits you harder and more because of the trust and your expectations like just went like a bouncing ball. So this first stage is recognizing that this person is not supportive enough. So then I'm going to be priming my face with this baby skin whatever bye. So in this world, as you see, it is not all that glitters that are gold. So people come in your life and talk so much that they can't act upon. There are some friendship that if you don't take care, you wouldn't know the motive or the idea of what a fellow is coming up to, whether to take advantage of you, use you, and enter into the next level. So you, on the good side, realizing that this kind of person is not supportive enough, not even talk of financial support, but emotional support. Sometimes you'll be there and you feel like you don't just need an inspiration from just your pastors or your parents or your siblings, but there's one kind of friend you can feel free and say all your heart out, because you know you can be free with your parents, but it's not everything you can open up to. You have some friends that, so this friend or whatever you have is not emotionally supportive, then that's when the red flag comes in. So it's kind of like the person is not really interested in your matter. Even if you always go through things and you share with this person, at least as a true friend, you should consider or try and support your fellow emotionally by not letting them feel bad. But if this is not available or you feel like you're not getting this kind of emotional support, that is a red flag. And then also, if the relationship is kind of like a one-sided thing, and the next thing I'm going to do is apply this foundation. In my previous vlogs, I did my brows before applying my foundation, but hey, I'm learning a new strategy and new ways of making up in a simple way. So I'm using this a perfect concealer foundation from Kiss Beauty. Here, this is how it comes in handy. This is not expensive. So I'm going to apply a bit of this foundation because I'm not doing a heavy makeup. Yeah. I'm just hoping today I don't end up doing more. Then I said consider or notice that you are drawing close or you are at the edge of experiencing this bad toxic relationship. Is the constant criticism. We are all not perfect, guys, but if you find out that this fellow you trust or you feel like you like the vibe, you can open up to anything you bring up, anything you do, he or she criticize it, and that you can see or bring your soul down as a red flag. You need to notice. You know, there are some people that are really corny and can criticize you in a nice way by blaming you that what you're doing is wrong. You know that there are people like that, smartly. So it was like they are kind of correcting you by your wrongdoings or your thoughts or what you plan on doing, but meanwhile You're criticizing, trying to sweep away whatever you had in mind under the carpet. So you need to take notes that indeed, is it really, really a piece of advice or a good opinion this person is given, or it's a criticism? You need to realize all these things before you find yourself in trouble. Right, so this foundation, it's not easy as foundation out there in the market that looks expensive. This really sits within the skin, and I feel it gives is a mint feeling because I have an oily skin, and I feel like this is perfect. If you have an oily skin, you can get the foundation as well. And they said it's waterproof, so after this I'm gonna test it and see how waterproof it is on the skin. So that's pretty much it. Let's move to the next point. Sealer that I also got from Alibaba.com. Another point to consider is when you notice they are being manipulated. There are people that come in your life and it looks like they are so engaged. So on your first thought, you know you have this engaging friend that tells you to do this, and you don't even think twice, and you are just willing enough to buy or go by whatever they suggest. So as time goes on, if it continues like this and you don't realize they are manipulating you or using you, you are in a big trouble. So they are kind of friends that manipulate you to the extent that even your parent decision, they tell you that no, forget, this won't end you up anywhere. Let's do it. So manipulative. Let's use this for something that will even bring gains that you know that a huge risk behind. That when you fall, you can't even get up. People find themselves in this situation and have these friends they call bestie or a bro or like a brother or just like a sis. Meanwhile, they are manipulating your mind that you are not aware. So in this aspect can fall both on the spiritual side. There are some people that come in your life that are meant to manipulate you and physically and mentally going to affect you, because at the end of the day that is their mission and goal, just to destroy your life. So you need to pray and seek God wisdom in realizing that is this lady, is friend, is whatever she brings about, whatever ideas or whatever she suppose or oppose, is it really going to help me, or she's just manipulating or using me to fall into trouble? This is a red flag for you to be very careful, not just physically notice it, but praying for God to open your eyes and see the signs that any idea that comes from them, they are not manipulating you into trouble in future. And the other point or the other red flag you should notice in a toxic friendship, the disrespect for your boundaries. You know, the fact that we are friends doesn't necessarily mean you should be over my neck even more than my family, which I know some of you go through this. And there are some friendship that Charlie, what do you want to do this weekend? Did they even ask you what you want to do? It is always them before you. Was that disrespect is a red flag. Like I said, you're only thinking about yourself. You have something to do, so you should put mine aside and do yours. The urge for not considering you first is a sign of disrespect. Not only just that, but how the manner in which they talk to you, my dear, you should take notice, because it is gonna be like this friend is naturally aggressive, or this friend is from this tribe that talks like that, so I'm gonna deal with it, I'm gonna change him. It is never going to work. There are chances of like 10% of cases whereby people notice this kind of friendship that disrespects them and they point it out, and it does. But if you notice that you talked it out and still this person, the way he or she communicates to you disrespectfully, still continue, actually the continuous disrespectful ways, you should cut that person off, because at the end of the day that is also going to tarnish your image, because this is the kind of person you're working with. That means you also don't respect, because we find ourselves in a society where you work with someone that the person's actions or thoughts, communication send signals that you are very disrespectful and all of that. also kind of or portrays that kind of image that you also that kind of person. Both of you work together and kind of mostly do everything together. So you are gonna be a part and it's gonna affect you too. So on to the next point while I do my brows. Next point to consider or to notice that this is a tough relationship I'm having with this person. Is the anxious feeling or feeling so drained when you spend time with this particular person. You know, there are some people that no matter what, even if you don't spend time with them, physically do so, even just talking to them makes you feel so much calm and brings you this comfort. Like this solace you find in them is even sometimes more than your parent. So then, if that is the opposite of that, then that is a toxic relationship. Because in this life, everybody wants a soft life. Even after death, everyone wants soft life. Everyone wants to enjoy in heaven, Charlie. So, if you find out that this person, anytime you get close, afterwards you feel so drained, I bet you are not supposed to continue with this relationship because there's something behind. Always makes you uncomfortable and emotionally drained, physically tired, and all of that. So if you notice this, then my dear friend, you stand every chance and staying away from this person, because at the end of the day, your comfort leads to your emotional good states, or become emotionally stable while you have good comforts and the people around you. So you need to consider this. Yeah. So then, after all these red flags I have drew your attention on, the next thing you will do for yourself as an individual is to reflect on your friendship. I said it's very crucial to reflect on your friendship and then sit down and ask yourself this question. Is the friendship bringing you some sort of positivity in your life? Do I feel valued and respected? Am I really feeling that kind of respect or the respect that I deserve? If not, you have every right to point it out, and if it doesn't work, you just walk away. You need to ask yourself whether your boundaries, your space are being respected enough. I always try and I end up cleaning it. Yeah, so this is also from Kiss Beauty, and I realize it equally works and raises my lashes. The lashes I already have, so thanks be to God, it kind of raises them, and henceforth I'm not going to be doing artificial lash. All I have to do is just brush them and raise them like this. I don't know if you guys can see the difference. This is what I've touched on and this is what I haven't touched on. So yeah, it's giving this short cute lashes with my natural hair. Guys, can you see? Yeah, so you can equally, if you're not a fan of wearing lashes or your eyes just go those red like a drunkard after fixing the lashes, you can go for this mascara by Kiss Beauty or any other one you get. It should equally work. Forget about the brand. So whoops, that is what I'm having here. I know my face is all looking like hyperlighter because of the concealer and all that. I'm going to blend everything thoroughly at the end of the video. You guys will see. So the next thing I will be doing is to apply my lip gloss. Usually line my lips, not because I don't have the brown pencil or anything to line up, but I just feel like it makes it all the whole look kind of a bit natural. Yeah. Next thing you would want to do as an individual is to communicate your feelings. You know, sometimes in the world as we are, if you don't communicate things properly to people hurting you, people that are doing things you don't like, they are not God or a superhuman to read what's in your mind. That what I said to Tessie, she didn't like it. The compliment I gave her looked like in a funny way, you were not comfortable with it. he or she's not going to read that in your mind, or probably what's in your mind is not reflecting in alphabets like Harry Potter. Nah, that's not how it works. If you don't communicate well to that person not going to realize that this isn't that is really putting off or making this person or this my friend really uncomfortable or doesn't like. You need to communicate that to that person. So all you have to do is to approach your friend, your bestie, or whoever in your life in a non-confrontational way. I mean, in a friendly way that is not going to be like you are being interviewed for a CDS position. Do you get? So in a non-confrontational way, and then you can express your emotions and concern about what the wrongs are and the situation at the moment. Next thing you would be doing is to setting up boundaries. You need to set up these boundaries and let your friend know that this is what you would like to see, this is what you would like to have around them, and this is what is not acceptable in your relationship. So every good friend is likely to respect that boundaries. After communicating that, you need to strictly set these boundaries. Oh, so and so this kind of days I won't be able to. I'm not a club person, or I'm not someone that takes in alcohol. Just sex that restrictions. So these friends won't go that extra mile in teasing or make you feel like you don't belong to that circle. And if it continues, then you have every right to back up. But first of all, you need to be clear enough, because you can't just join a couple of people or have this kind of friendship with this person that always drinks, or it's so extravagant that sees that there's no essence in saving. If you have that mindset and you don't set for that person to understand you that this is what you believe in, this is what you have, obviously they are going to push you or pull your legs into a station where you don't like. So set boundaries. It is very necessary. So then the next thing I'll be doing is to use this eyeshadow palette I also got from Keys Beauty. I really love it. This is not expensive, so I'm going to be using the dark bronze. Here we go. So now the next thing you and I is to evaluate the responses. You can communicate to those people and then let them know what you want and what you don't want. And even upon setting your boundaries, you need to hear from them as well. You need to evaluate their ideas, their conscience about this friendship, because sometimes deep within, when you don't bring all this up, what is in their mind, you wouldn't notice. So it's through their response that you get to know if you had to let this go or keep this friendship or work your way around it. So yeah, you need to evaluate it, like I said. So now setting powder is really cool. I love it. It's really blending enough. I really love it. You need to know when to let things go, when to let this kind of relationship go, because upon thought and consider their responses, and sometimes despite your efforts you put in, you don't see same, and it feels like you are so drained and you're putting so much that this person is not reciprocating the same energy. Then you can stand on the solid ground of putting an end to this kind of relationship, because there are times that you wish this person is going to give at least a little bit or this tiny space of energy to what you are giving to this person, and it's not like it's dead. It's not even trying to resurrect or waiting for resurrection day to come. My dear friend, you have every right to just quit and then let this relationship end, to seek support. Sometimes in life you don't have the best solution by sitting out to think of on your own. Seeking support, you can walk out to any elderly person you think this person or a good influencer that you can listen to. Seeking support too would help you ease your mind and not be so much tensed on yourself that you don't have most people in your life. Your circle are too close and you feel like one day you're gonna fall off and there's no one gonna help you rise and all of that. Don't feel so much stress. The fewer the proud. Just notice that a lot of people around your circles doesn't necessarily mean that when you fall, this is what I'm going to give you the maximum response or support. Even you can relate this to real life. There are times that you might need, let's take financial support actually, because we all been there before. So this is the easiest way to understand how this works. You at a point in life even need just 3 Ghana cedis or less than $1 to just get airtime. And you upon all your contact list, scroll through down through and through to just get this one person to get in. It's like, oh no, I don't have, no, I don't have. Not to talk of the big ones to ask for. So you get, but sometimes the fewer the proud. It's just the unexpected people or someone out there, someone you didn't even, I mean, consider to help you or just help you out. Yeah, seeking emotional support can help you secure or heal your emotions. If it's so hard for you, talk to people about it during these difficult times. So my sisters, my brothers, wrapping up, having this toxic relationship with friends, bad friends actually in your circles can really take a toll down on your emotions and mentally break you down into pieces. After realizing all these signs and strategies to consider in building up or when to let it go, it's a good sign of freedom. So yep, thank you guys for watching the video. If you really learned one or two out of this, comment down in the section below. Such, I really appreciate you all for your time in watching me. What in my opinion that I've shared with you guys might not solely be 100% honest skill to help everyone. So you can also share yours in the comment section. It's a bye for now. Toodles.